The story begins in London, where huge tower blocks were built to give people new homes after World War II, but over time, no one maintained them and they fell into decay. Residents moved out and gangs took over. Authorities tried to demolish them, but some buildings stayed because people refused to leave or were too scared of the gangs. One of these buildings, Century House, is set for demolition once the last floor residents move out. One night, a boy named Nick runs from a group of thugs and bolts into Century House. With the elevator broken, he races up the stairs. On the top floor, he bangs on every door for help, but people shut him out and lock up. The thugs catch him and beat him right outside Becky's apartment. Terrified, Becky calls the police, but no one answers. She senses something terrible is about to happen, so she steps out to help Nick and gets beaten by the gang too. As she fades out, she sees the men dragging Nick away. The next morning, police find Nick's body inside. They question Becky, hoping she can identify the killers. She insists, "I don't know anything." The detective sees her injuries and says, "You tried to help him. I know you got injured that way, so please cooperate." Becky claims she just fell and knows nothing. Realizing no one in the building is going to help the investigation process, the detective offers Becky full protection if she testifies. But even then, Becky shuts the door in his face. 3 months pass like this. A gangster goes door to door collecting tax from the residents. He knocks on Becky's door too, but she ignores him, as she's not afraid at all. A couple pays him for protection. We see another man on the floor who lives alone drinking all day. One neighbor constantly dumps her kids on Becky so she can go party, but when Becky tries to talk to her, she gets angry. Everyone on this floor is strange, and even after demolition notices, none of them plan to leave. Instead, they pay gangsters to keep the police away. The next morning, the internet and phone lines in the building are suddenly cut. No one can reach the outside. That morning, Becky wakes up with her friend, laughing over breakfast, when suddenly a gunshot explodes and blood hits her face. Her friend is dead in front of her very eyes. Across in another building, a sniper aims again. Another man next door is shot as his wife and son watch in horror. The sniper keeps firing at every apartment on the top floor. People are dying. The others are trying to stay low on the floor so the sniper doesn't see them. Many are injured or hiding. Terrified residents fill the hallway. Becky urges, "We need to get out of here now." But the elevator isn't working. Then a boy drags out his wounded father, begging for help, but his mother refuses and says he never protected us, so why will we protect him now? An old woman nearby feels sorry for the injured old man and asks for alcohol and clothes to help. Becky's neighbor, the one who always left her kids alone to party, runs out crying because both her children have been killed. Another wounded woman is dragged from her apartment. The old woman tries to treat the earlier gunshot victim, but by the time she reaches the injured girl, the girl has already died. Her husband, badly wounded, calls for help, so Becky and Daniel crawl in, pull him into the hallway, and he breaks down when he sees his wife's dead body. Becky realizes Curtis, her next-door neighbor, hasn't come out. They enter his apartment and find him asleep. When Becky wakes him, he panics and tries to attack her, but she explains, "We're here to save you." She tells him about the sniper, but he doesn't believe her. Becky says, "If you don't believe me, open the curtain, but we'll step out first." Paul calls her crazy, but Curtis checks anyway. The moment he pulls the curtain, a bullet rips through the room and explodes the pillows on his bed. Now convinced, Curtis gets dressed and joins everyone in the hallway. Everyone wonders who the sniper is. Someone suggests the building developer, but Becky says no. The shots are coming from another building and the weapon is too advanced. Only military or agents use a gun like that. She adds that the shut elevators, cut internet, and dead phone lines prove one thing. Whoever is killing them came with a plan. Becky suggests using the emergency stairs, but they're fully exposed. One step outside and the sniper will shoot them. An old man says they should wait it out, but the wounded man urgently needs a hospital. Becky insists they must get downstairs and escape through the back door. Curtis tries to walk away, not caring about anyone. The old couple stops him, reminding him they paid him for protection. When he refuses, the old man suddenly punches him flat, revealing he's ex-military. Becky scolds Curtis too. They try opening the elevator. Daniel brings tools, and when a boy finally gets it open, he's immediately shot. Everyone panics. Becky checks with a mirror and sees it's not a sniper, but an automatic sensor gun. The elevator is useless. Becky, Paul, and Curtis go down the lift shaft instead. They reach the ground floor and try the back exit, but the lock is sealed. Curtis breaks the mechanism and removes the door, only to find a huge shipping container blocking the exit. They can't move it. Defeated, they return upstairs and tell the group. The back door is blocked too. Since Becky keeps coming up with ideas, everyone turns to her. "You think of something," Becky suggests. "One of us goes upstairs, ties clothes into ropes, and we climb out the back." But the older woman says, "Clothes won't reach. We should use the fire hose." Then someone finally asks, "Why is this happening to us?" A woman picks up a paper left by the elevator. It's 3 emojis. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. This is from our enemy. Nick died in front of us. Someone is either avenging him or punishing us for not helping the police. The woman whose kids died in this massacre whispers, "Whatever happens, happens. I just want to see my kids one last time." She opens her apartment door, walks to the window, and the sniper shoots her instantly. Everyone breaks down crying. Curtis explodes. "Now you cry? You all hated her. You judged her every day. Don't pretend now." The old woman quiets them and says, "It's night. We'll turn off the lights and run downstairs." But everyone rejects it. Someone with a gun like that probably has night vision. Then Curtis notices the same emojis drawn outside doors where 2 boys lived. Curtis immediately goes inside and demands answers if they've killed Nick. When they refuse, he twists one boy's injured leg. Screaming, he finally confesses, "Yes, we killed Nick because he never returned our money." Everyone outside hears it. In an instant, the group realizes these 2 caused everything, and together they make a cold decision. Hand them over to the sniper. It's the only way the rest of us survive. Curtis decides the 2 boys must face the sniper and confess their crime. When they refuse, he starts beating them. In anger, he makes one boy stand and pulls back the curtain. The sniper fires and he's killed instantly. Everyone outside hears the shot and panics, pounding on the flat's door. Curtis sees the second boy trying to crawl away. He drags him to the window, and the sniper shoots him dead too. As Kat comes out, Becky scolds him. "What have you done? We don't even know if the real culprits are dead, and we're still in danger." Another woman believes the threat is over and starts coming down the building with her son. Everyone tries to stop her. No one thinks the sniper has stopped. Vicky grabs her arm, but the woman snaps. "You don't know what it's like to lose your loved ones. You lost a friend you barely knew." Vicky slaps her. The crowd pleads, "If you want to risk your life, fine, but leave your son. He has a future." Frightened, the woman hesitates, then cautiously steps onto the fire escape. Her son follows, signaling through the intercom that they're safe. But as she steps forward, a sniper bullet strikes and the sound echoes upstairs. Daniel tries to escape using a metal sheet as a shield, but the sniper shoots his fingers. The sheet slips, and Daniel is killed instantly. Upstairs, Vicky and Paul decide to use the original plan, tie ropes from the roof, and descend the back of the building. When asked who will take the risk, Paul says, "I'll do it. There's no one left in my life anyway." Hearing this, Vicky hugs him, and they start executing their plan. Together, everyone ties all the fire hoses, but Vicky notices Paul trembling and asks, "Can you do this?" Paul admits, "It's not fear. I'm an alcoholic, and I haven't had a drink in hours." Caddis brings him alcohol, and once he drinks, he steadies himself. They start prying open the door to the roof with a hammer. The old woman who tended the wounded goes first, but as the door opens, a sniper shoots her dead in her husband's arms. Grief-stricken, he can't even imagine living without her. Despite the horror, the group musters courage. They reach the roof, tie the rope to a strong anchor, and send Paul down. At first, everything seems fine, but the sniper spots the rope and starts firing. Curtis jumps in, trying to dodge the bullets, but the sniper keeps shooting. Paul falls and dies. Becky is shattered, ready to give up on life. Curtis drags her downstairs to safety. Anger takes over Becky. She vows to burn the floor, hoping someone will come to help. The survivors rally. Vicky reminds them, "We've lived in fear before. At least now we take back control." They climb down the lift shaft while Kara sprinkles alcohol across the apartments. Curtis sets explosives, sponges in microwaves, stove burners on, newspapers ready. The first apartment explodes, visible from outside. While descending, Curtis falls from loose ladder screws and injures his legs. Together, they improvise first aid, even as the fire spreads uncontrollably across the floor. Soon, the building's owner arrives with his security guard. Seeing the fire, he tries to call the fire department, but there's no signal. Rushing inside, he discovers the bodies of the people the sniper killed that night. The sniper is close now, putting bullets in the mouths of the dead. Vicky overhears everything and realizes how near the danger is. She tells the old man to hide Karis in an apartment while she hides near the elevator. The masked sniper throws a smoke grenade and searches the hallways, but sees no one. As he moves away, Becky jumps out of the lift shaft. Outside, she finds the developer's car and a nail gun. She rushes in to save her companions. Becky fires fearlessly, wounding the sniper, but he shoots her shoulder. Both are injured. Curtis and the old man seize the moment, overpower the sniper, and his gun falls. Becky picks it up and points it at him. The old man removes the mask. He's the detective who investigated Nick's murder. He had come seeking help, but no one, not even Becky, had helped him. The sniper declares, You all should die because you failed to deliver justice. Becky and the old man counter, you killed innocent people instead. What about the children? Vicky readies to shoot, but Caddis warns her. If you fire, you'll become a murderer. One bullet can turn your heart to stone. Using the distraction, the detective grabs a blue gun, attacks the old man, and pulls Becky by her feet. Curtis attacks to save her, but he's weak and thrown aside. With no other option, Becky grabs the nail gun and strikes the detective in his mouth, killing him instantly. In the end, Becky, Curtis, and the old man, all injured, escape the burning building. The fire brigade finally arrives, and the movie ends here, leaving the 3 survivors alive amid the chaos. This intense story reminds us that courage, quick thinking, and standing up for what's right can make all the difference. Even in the darkest moments, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. Leave a comment and subscribe for more thrilling movie insights.